Hey everybody, Bob Wheeler with Rapid Recovery. Pay no attention to this. I'm testing this. I tried to do this video without it, and the sound quality was awful. So I wanted to answer a question that we got at Derby Day yesterday. Rachel and I did, and we get it all the time, and I don't know why we didn't do a video for this already. So here's the question. Well, actually, it's the second question. The first question we get is, do you take insurance? And the answer is no. And boom, we automatically get the second question. Why wouldn't I just go to an urgent care center who takes my insurance, or to an ER? And there are a couple of answers to that, and I'm going to go through the first one real quick. During the week, when Rachel's running Rapid Recovery, I actually work for doctors, hospitals, and even in urgent care. So I think they're all great and they've all got their place. But let's assume your insurance is about like mine. I've got a pretty saucy deductible. It's pretty high. You're going to pay all of it if you haven't met your deductible. If you haven't met your deductible, the odds are you're on an 80-20 plan, which most of us are, where you're going to pay 20%. I got a friend, I can't give you her name obviously because of HIPAA, but she had to take her daughter she took her to the ER in another city because her daughter had food poisoning, and she wasn't nauseated anymore, but she needed some fluids. And she called me or texted me way later and said, hey, can you help me with this bill? Well, the bill for just a bag of Ringer's Lactate was $880. So, and there really wasn't anything I could do about it. She ended up paying $176 after her insurance covered the rest of it. So, I mean, that's more than we charge. We for a bag of Ringer's Lactate, we charge $100, and it's $169. Maxed out, getting everything you can possibly get, and that's assuming that you don't get any discounts. And we have discounts, professional courtesy if you're a doctor, doctor's husband, doctor's wife, if you're a nurse, we do police, fire, military. Post your picture of yourself in your chair on Instagram, get $10 off. So there are a million discounts. Same thing in a hospital, or an urgent care. You go in there. If you haven't met your deductible, you're going to pay for all of it, and it's going to be minimum a couple of $100, even at an urgent care center. And max, if you haven't met your deductible, you may pay $1,000, which is insane. And the reason is, those places like ERs, they have to have, there's a cardiologist on call for heart attacks. There's probably a CV surgeon, depending on the level. They're going to have an ortho trauma surgeon, maybe a spine surgeon, in the event of a car wreck. Some places even have like a plastic surgeon for that. You're going to have an OB on call in case somebody shows up in labor. You're going to have a general surgeon on call. And those people make $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 just to be on call, whether they come in or not. Somebody's got to pay for all that. It doesn't get, you're not really paying $151 for an aspirin. If you look at your bill and you see that, you're paying for all those other services that we don't have. If you're having a heart attack or you had a car wreck, you ain't coming to Rapid Recovery. You're coming here if you had a migraine, if you got a hangover, if you're dehydrated from working or working out or whatever. So we don't have to provide, an MRI or a CT that costs a couple of $1,000,000. And so let's assume for a second, though, that your insurance is rocking and you've met your deductible and it's 100% after that. And let's say you've got a migraine or a hangover. You come to us, you're going to walk in. This is my couch, which I love, but the furniture in our office is better. So you're going to come into our office. We have space for like 10 people, so odds are there's not going to be anybody in the lobby. You're going to meet somebody who's happy to see you, not unhappy that you're there. You're going to get a little cookie cracker thing. You're going to get a fruit juice or a water or a fancy coffee. And then you're going to go sit in a big leather lounge chair. I gotta put this down. You're going to go sit in a big leather lounge chair in front of a 55-inch TV and, go to sleep, or, watch Netflix or whatever you want to do. Without having to worry that Jimmy 9-year-old who jumped off the swing and broke his arm is in the room next door screaming bloody murder while you got a migraine or a hangover. I've had a hangover. I don't want to have a curtain between me and somebody who's wailing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. My daughter is, I've been in that boat before. Rachel broke her wrist, had to take her to the ER. Emma's had problems. So there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're hungover or you're really worn out because you ran a half marathon, or you've been working in the oil field for 16 straight hours, or you've got a migraine, do you want to be in a comfortable room with the lights down low, maybe taking a nap, or do you want to, hear somebody going, I don't want a shot, that kind of stuff. So, just kind of recapping, it's probably going to be cheaper to come see us, even if you have insurance, the good insurance, than it is to go to an urgent care or to an ER. I mean, we have patients who come to us from urgent cares. They'll work at urgent cares, which are great. So, you don't know what's wrong with you, something's bad, go to an urgent care, go to an ER, don't come see us. But if you know that all you need is some fluids and maybe some meds for nausea or headache or, that kind of stuff, or just, an immune booster or something, that's when you come to us. It's probably going to be cheaper. And even if it's about the same or a little more to come to us, it's going to be a heck of a lot nicer. So that's it. I'm sorry that we haven't answered that question better before. Sorry it took over 6 minutes to do. I thought it was going to be 2 minutes. But if you have any other questions, or, like always, if you have any questions, just call us. We answer the phone literally 24/7. And we're happy to help you. I can help you, or Rachel can help you, or one of the nurses can help you. Or if it's really a serious question, you can talk to Dr. Shake. He'll help you. Probably not at 3 o'clock in the morning, but he will. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want, because you'll be the first. We literally don't have a single subscriber. Depending on when you're watching this, have a great week or a great weekend, and give us a call anytime. You'll feel better faster. Thanks.